Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a first impressions on the Desi and Katy range with a dose of colours. I literally got this delivered yesterday and I just could not wait to do a review on it. So I'm going to be reviewing all of these products as well as the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. I am obsessed with all of these colours, like they are just so my tones, my colours, love all of them, so I'm really excited to try these out as well. So to start with, before I do my makeup, I'm going to just swatch everything and then show you what it all looks like. So I decided to treat myself and I got the whole collection. So this is the packaging. It's like a metallic rose gold copper packaging, which I love. You can't go wrong with rose gold because it's just the best thing ever. So the first thing that I've pulled out the box is highlight. This one is Fugeo. Like, how nice is that packaging? So this is Fugeo. So this is like a gold highlight. It is really soft and creamy. So pretty. Like, can you see that? Oh my god. Can you imagine that on the cheekbone? Okay. The other highlight is RCMA. Obviously comes with like a clear film. And also it has a mirror, which is really handy in case you want to like top up your highlight, or you know, just want to use it as like to take it out with you as a mirror, because it is a really nice size. But yeah, this one is more of like a rosy kind of highlight. Again, really nice and creamy, so easy to blend out. So as you can see, it's more, I'm not very good at this, like placing it on my arm, but it's sort of more of like a pinky sort of tone highlighter. So pretty. So the next thing is the eyeshadow palette. Again, has a mirror on the top, and then these are the colours. So pretty. Okay, so just going through the colours, we have Suze, Noli, Harpoon and Turbosan. So you're supposed to use them wet and they apply best with your finger. So, but I'm not going to swatch them wet. I'm just going to see what they look like without wetting them. Again, really nice and creamy. So this one is Suze, which is really, it's like a nice champagne-y, like nude, so pretty. You probably can't even see it properly on my arm because I'm not very good at swatching, but you know, we'll ignore that. Next one I'm going to swatch is Noli. So this one's more of like a shimmery, like dark brown, really nice actually. Really pigmented. Oh my god, I absolutely love that one. So this brown one is Noli and has to be like one of my favourites. It's got like a slight sort of shimmer to it, which I absolutely love. So nice. It's so pigmented, I can't believe it. The next one is Turbosan, which is like a purpley brown shimmer, which is so nice. These are really nice, even like not wet, like they're so pigmented even though I'm not applying water to them. So that's that one. It's like a purpley metallic, so pretty. Love that, with like a dark smoky and that just in the centre. Can't wait to do that, that'd be so cool. And then the last one, which is Harpoon. This one's like a green with like gold reflex in it. I can't believe how pigmented and creamy these are, like I'm obsessed. So that's Harpoon, which I really love. I don't wear a lot of greens, but that is really nice. It's like a greeny base with like gold reflex in it. So even though it says to use these wet, they're so pigmented without using them wet. You'll probably get a lot less fallout with wetting your brush or your finger, but yeah, we'll see. So moving on to lips. This one is No Shade, and how cool. Oh my god, how pretty that is. So it's like a nude packaging with, and the writing's like rose gold and the rose gold band in the centre. So pretty. And they've got their signatures, if you can see, you probably can't, engraved in the like lid of it. Oh my god. That is such a nice nude. It smells like a bit vanilla-y. Vanilla-y. That's the one. Right, I'm just gonna swatch this on my hand. Oh, love. So pigmented. Oh my god, I can't believe it. So that's No Shade. Oh, so nice and creamy. It's like a satin lip, so it's not super glossy, and that's what I don't really like about some lipsticks. The other one I've got is More Creamer Please, and so this one's a bit more of like a darker nude, which is still hair on it, so nice. Oh my god, I'm so excited to try these on. So it's more of like a brownie sort of nude, darker nude than No Shade, but really pigmented and so soft to apply even just on my hand, so I cannot wait to try them on. Next we have a matte lipstick. This one's Hot Fire. The packaging is slightly different, obviously the same colour, but we've got a rose gold cap, obviously still the rose gold writing. Let's try this. Oh my god, it is like the brightest red I've ever seen. Like it's like neon. Smells so good as well. Look at that. Oh my god. It's really smooth, really nice and creamy to apply. Not patchy one bit, but we'll see what it looks like when it dries, so I'll show you again. This one's another matte. This one's called Sauvage. These are so smooth and creamy to put on. Like, this is a super dark, sort of like plummy purple, and I've had a plum, like dark lip before, and I've had to put so many layers on it just to be like nice and consistent. This, so nice, and I do love my dark lips. Like, you can just do nothing on the eyes and just have like a dark bold lip, and it just looks so nice. So excited to see what that one looks like and see what it looks like when it's dry. Not patchy one bit. So excited. And then last but not least, this is the Overtop Gloss. So again, if you apply like the lipsticks, and you can apply this over the top just to make it a bit more glossy. So this is what it looks like. It looks really glittery. I'm just going to apply that on the bottom. On the hand, it feels quite sticky, but I think that's just because I'm applying it to my hairy arms. But that's the gloss. You can really see it's really light reflecting. That's what all like the little gold like glittery bits are doing inside, so it really reflects the light, so it makes it look super glossy. That will look so nice on top of the lipsticks. Oh, I can't wait. Hopefully it doesn't feel sticky on the lips, because I just hate, that's why one of the main reasons why I don't wear gloss is just because I hate the stickiness on my lips. But no, so excited to try these. Okay. So those were all the swatches of the Dose of Colours Desi and Katy range. I'm not going to swatch the whole Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, so I'll be swatching them up to my arm. But I am going to be creating a look with this as well, incorporating the Desi and Katy eyeshadow palette. So yeah, if you want to see what makeup look I'm creating, then please just keep on watching. So to prime my face, I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Magic Blur Cream. I absolutely love this. This really fills in your pores. If you've got big pores like me, then this is like a must-have. So I just take a small amount and apply it to the centre of my face first. And then I just like to blend it out. I really like to push it into my skin, just so it like smooths everything out and fills the pores. For foundation, I've been loving the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. This is my absolute favourite at the moment, and I've been using it a lot lately. So this is in the shade Fair Beige. So I'm just going to apply a small amount on the back of my hand. And just to warm it up slightly, I'm just going to apply a few pumps of the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. Just because it is a tiny bit light for me at the moment. So I'm just going to mix those two together and then just dot it all over my face and blend it out with my damp beauty sponge. For concealer, I'm just taking this NYX Dark Circle Concealer. This is in the shade Light, but it's DCCO2. It's like a pinky, sort of like salmony concealer. And I like to just take my ring finger, sort of swirl it into the pot and dab this under my eyes. This is really good for cancelling out like blue tones in your skin. So I have that really badly under my eyes and sort of like in the corners of my eyes as well. So I just like to dab that over those areas. And also I actually like to take it on my lid as well, because my lids are really quite veiny, which is really annoying. It does cancel out the blue veins. So I just like to take that on the lid as well, just blending it out with my finger. And as you can see, if you can see the difference, it does make like a lot of difference. So it's a step well needed. And then for concealer, I haven't actually been using a concealer. I've just been taking the remaining foundation that I've got, just taking it on my sponge and putting that just where I put that dark concealer on, just so it takes away that orangeness and just brings like the colours back to life. That makes any sense, probably doesn't, but you know. So to set under my eyes, I'm going to be using my RCMA translucent powder, and then I like to just put some in the cap, just so it's easier for me to sort of dip my sponge in it. And I go back under with my sponge just to erase any creasing that I have under there. And then I take the other end, dip it into the powder and really press that under my eyes. And I'm sort of baking with this as well. So whatever's left on the sponge, I'm just bringing down slightly into the like triangle situation. So applying that under my eyes, again on the other side. And then I'm just going to apply that on my chin as well. Everywhere where I get a little bit oily and shiny, I'm just going to apply this powder too. And my nose as well gets really shiny, so I'm just going to apply a little bit there. So I'm not going to be baking for very long, I just want it to sort of like set my creasage. So as I work my way round, I'm just going to sort of dust it away. Then for contour and sort of warming up my face a little bit, I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. I absolutely love this. Like, it is my favourite contour palette. I highly recommend. So, I'm just going to be grabbing my MAC 129 brush. This is such an old brush now and it's kind of on its last legs, but the kind of shape that it's made itself is really, really nice to contour with. Like, it really gets into like my cheekbones. I'm going to be picking up the middle shade, and I'm not going to be picking up too much, like literally just dabbing it on, because you can always add more but you just can't take it away, so I'd rather just add a little at a time. Tapping off the excess. I like taking this up sort of towards my temples and then onto my forehead, really trying to get into that hairline. I like to do small circular motions, feel like it blends it out a lot nicer. And then really pushing that into the hairline. I'm then just going to grab like a fluffy shader blending brush, and I'm just going to dip into that middle shade again with a tiny bit of the product, and then I'm just going to be contouring my nose. So I like to do the end, and I like to start at the bottom first and sort of blend upwards. I like to just sort of create like a nice tip. And then I like to go in with the yellow shade in the centre, tap off the excess, and I just like to pop that under my eyes just so it like brightens it slightly. I'm then going to go into my brows, and I'm going to be using the Brow by Benefit. As always, I don't really change the shape of them. I normally just like to fill them in using this. So just filling it in any sparse areas just to make them a little bit fuller and thicker. And then I just like to set them with the Ready Set Brow, again by Benefit. So I'm now going to move on to the eyes and then finish the rest of the face later on. For my transition shade, I'm just going to be picking up Low Blow. Oh my god, these are so pigmented. Okay, you definitely don't need to pick up a lot of product. Just saying. I'm blending that quite far into the inner corner of my like nose area as well. And then just using the same brush, I'm going to pick up He Devil. Obviously picking up a really small amount of the product this time. Tapping off the excess and applying that to my crease as well, just to sort of like deepen up what we've already put down. And using a really light hand just to feather out the edges. And then just using a pencil brush, I'm going to dip into Fuego, and I'm just going to apply that to the outer half of my eye. I'm blending that up towards like the bottom of my brow, and then slowly bringing that across into the crease. I'm really bringing that into the inner corner of the eye, because we want to start to create more of like a halo eye effect. And then just taking my blending brush, just blending it all together. And then to deepen the crease up even more, I'm still going to use the same pencil brush and dip into Ashes, which is like a really nice plummy purple. Tapping off the excess, and again applying that to the inner and outer half of my eye to really sort of like deepen up everything. Absolutely love this eyeshadow palette. You get no fallout whatsoever. The shadows are really pigmented, so easy to blend out. What could you ask for? I'm then just going to take an even smaller pencil brush, dip into Fuego again, and I'm going to run that under my lower lash line all the way across, and then dipping in to Ashes again and applying that just on the outer half of the eye and connecting it to the lid as well. And now moving on to the part that I'm most excited about, going in with the Dose of Colours eyeshadow palette. I'm going to be dipping into Turbosan, which is like the more purpley sort of colour. I'm going to be using this wet, so I want to use them as they say you're supposed to use them, so I'm going to be using it wet. I'm going to go in with a brush first. I know you're supposed to be using your finger, but I just want to see what it comes out like using a brush. So I'm just going to take this small sort of like flat shader, and you can use whatever you want. You can dip your brush or your finger into water, or you can use some Fix Plus. I'm going to use some Fix Plus just because it's just what I've got to hand. So I'm going to spray that, and I'm going to apply. Okay. That is really, really pretty. Oh my god, I love it. Comes out really nicely with a brush. Like, I get quite a lot of pigment out of it. But now I'm gonna use my finger. So I'm just gonna spray my finger with a little bit of Fix Plus. And then I'm just gonna pop that into the shadow. Okay, yeah, I can see why they say apply it with your finger, because it actually picks up so much more of the product and you get a lot more pigment payout out of your finger. But if you don't like using your finger, you do get the same result using a brush, so don't worry about that. Oh my god, I absolutely love it. It's kind of giving me like that wet lid vibe, if you know what I mean. Loving it. Okay, so now just quickly going back in with my pencil brush and picking up some more of that Ashes shade. What accent that was, I have no idea. And then I'm just going to go back over my crease just to help blend it out again and blend it into the shadow we've just applied. I'm now going to grab Fugeo, and I'm just going to use a flat shader brush again, and I'm just going to be highlighting my brow bone. This. Oh my god. Woo. I'm going to apply that to my inner corner as well. So I'm just picking up some more of that Fugeo highlight, and I'm going to be applying this on my cheekbones. I'm going to apply a small amount on like just the tip of the brow, so I just want to be extra. Also on the end of my nose, obviously down the bridge as well. Moving on to mascara, I'm going to be applying the Borjois Paris Volume Reveal Mascara. Love this. I got this for my birthday and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Love it. So I'm just going to apply a small amount of this to my top and bottom lashes. And then for false lashes, I'm going to be applying the Huda Beauty Fairer Lashes. For blush, I'm using MAC Fleur Power, my absolute favourite. I'm just going to apply this on like the apples of my cheeks. And then sort of like blend it out towards like the temple area. So moving on to lips. So first I'm going to try a nude, and I'm going to go for No Shade. So this is like the lighter nude out of the two. So to line them, I'm just going to be using my MAC Subculture lip liner. Oh my god, I think I love it. I think I found my perfect nude. Finally, after all these years. I love it. It's got like a peachy sort of undertone, which I absolutely love. Like, I'm obsessed with it. It's really nice and like creamy and velvety. It's so comfortable to wear. It's not matte, It's like a really nice, soft, just perfect lip colour. Over the top of this, I'm going to try the over the top gloss, if you want a more of a glossy look. I love it. It's not sticky at all. I thought it was going to be, but it's actually not sticky, which I absolutely love. It's so glossy, it's so shiny. Oh, I love it. Oh my god, it's my favourite. I'm going to be literally applying this over the top of everything. Like, I love it. So this is over the top gloss with no shade lipstick underneath, and I am absolutely obsessed. I'm now just going to take this off and I'm going to apply the Sauvage matte lipstick. So to line my lips, I'm going to be using this NYX lip liner in the shade Nebula. It's like a really nice dark plummy purple, which should go perfectly with Sauvage. It's got a really nice applicator. Like, the size and shape of it is perfect. Oh, I love it. Not patchy at all. This is literally just like one coat and it's not patchy. Normally with darks it's so hard to get them nice and even, especially with mattes. It's just a nightmare sometimes. It's just such a nice, rich, dark plum matte liquid lip. Like, it's my favourite. It'll be interesting to see, because a lot of like dark matte lips tend to come away like just on the inner like part of your lip, which is fine because you can just top it up, but it'll be interesting to see how long this one lasts for. I know one of my Huda Beauty ones just comes off quite quickly, which is a bit of a pain, but it'll be interesting to see how long this one lasts for. I don't think there's anything in here that I don't like. Like, I'm absolutely obsessed with everything. Love Turbosan on my eyes. So glossy, so pigmented, and I'm just so happy. So this is the final result. I all hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial and reviews on the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette and the Desi and Katy Dose of Colours collaboration. I'm obsessed with everything. I loved the way the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette was so pigmented and was just so easy to blend out, which is a plus for me. Literally barely any fallout, which is really, really good. And with the Dose of Colours range, absolutely love everything, and I'm so glad that I bought everything. Hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did, and please don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram. I'll leave it linked down below.